All right, I'm here with Mr.
Should I be John Waite?
John Waite. And John Waite, tell me
Not
about...
Mr. No, first names only.
Monster. How about Monster, John Waite?
That's fine.
What's going on here today?
Well, the farm has just wonderfully put together a museum of the history of the haunt.
And I know that you have a lot of history with haunt.
Well, we started it. As far as the rides go, we started it.
So you're kind of personally responsible for starting this
No,
very fun?
no, not at all. No. In fact, I was just telling someone I didn't realize it till later years when I saw the DVD on Halloween Haunt that the entertainment department actually were the ones that started it, with Seymour, I guess his agent, coming to the farm and seeing if there wasn't something. First we knew about it was when my boss, Bud Hurlbut, who had the rides, asked me to attend a meeting over in Independence Hall, and it was about something. And so they had all the concessionaires and food and merchandise there. And George Condis, the head of promotions and publicity, said that we have this park-wide event we'd like to do called Halloween Haunt. And that's the amount of information I could take back to my boss.
What year was this?
When?
What year was this,
1973.
1973.
Yeah. And it was 6 weeks before the haunt. And so I
Before the original haunt?
Yes, the original haunt. And it was only going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course.
Of Halloween weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Bud says, well, we're going to do something, so what can you do? I said, well, it's kind of late, but I said it isn't much time to build things. But we could go in and maybe rent all the spooky props we can in Hollywood and Los Angeles. And so I went in only to find that most of the good ones had already been reserved because it was late. And but I still managed to come up with 2 truckloads of things, including a 8-foot tall gorilla in a very menacing position. And I thought, well, I guess that's there because nobody had a place to put him.
So that gorilla kind of uninspired, not scary.
You could probably guess where it ended up in the mine ride.
Oh, yeah, right.
So the only way we could get him up to the caverns was to lay him down in a train and take him up. He wouldn't fit up the stairways. So anyway, we put him over there and dimmed the lights, and we, the first 3 hours, well, the first night really, of Halloween Haunt, we only had, I think it was a total of 6 live people hired.
Wow.
2 over in the log ride and 4 in the mine ride.
So 6. And how many are there today?
I don't know today, but we ended up having 35 in the hired for the mine ride alone. And we had 25 for the log ride.
Wow. And
they weren't all positions because we had to have brake people too. But there was about 10 brake people in the mine ride, and I think 9 or 6 in the log ride. And you stop to think, these people, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It really is.
How much do you think it's changed since 1973 and now?
Well, of course, it's totally, they have these fantastic sets, and the designers just do an outstanding job. The costumes are wonderful. We were lighting with number 10 cans, like small little theaters do, and working with, material like this. And but we scared a lot of people.
Right.
And even with what we were doing then, I don't know what today's group would think about it, but we had trains coming out of the mine ride that you couldn't see anybody. They were all on the floor of the cars. And so I thought we did a pretty good show when we got to that point,
right?
Where we were really scaring them. Mine ride is a problem because you've got 50 feet of train. Log ride is a problem because a little group is going by you at 5 feet a second. And so whatever you do has got to be pretty quick.
Right.
But we got the ride, especially, both rides we got, so they could be a scary ride in the daytime without live people. We had so many automated, items, things that happen in both rides. And I used to see people come out the exit of the mine ride and run around just to get on again and go through. So I felt at that time in that period of time, with what was available to use, that we did probably a pretty darn good show. But now I am just amazed at the designers of today, what they can come up with, wonderful scenery, the amazing costumes, special effects, and of course the talent is very well trained. I can't say enough good about it. And anybody that misses the 40th year is going to miss a whale of a show.